Everyone, welcome to this lecture. Today's class we try to discuss one very common topic of statistics. You can say this is some elementary topic, but this is the basic of statistics. So the topic is called median. We know statistics is basically a subject where we are dealing with some data. So some information or some data has been provided to us, and we try to find some pattern in the data, or we try to find some calculation of the data to understand the tendency of the data. So one very important aspect of statistics is the central tendency. What is the meaning of central tendency? That is how the data, what is the average of the data. So whatever data we have collected, what is the average, so that we can forecast the situation. Okay, so for finding the central tendency, three methods are very useful. Number one, mean. Number two, median. Number three, mode. Now mean is basically the average, you can say. Now today's class will be discussing about median. So in another lecture we can discuss about mean and mode also. So median is very interesting actually. Why? Now what is median? Suppose some data has been given to me. I want to find the median. So what is my job? My job is I have to arrange the data in the ascending order. And then the middlemost value will be the median. Okay. Now there is a problem there. What is the problem? If some number of data, say I have given you 5 data. Say this is say data number 1, data number 2, data number 3, data number 4, data number 5. Say I have given you 5 data. Now what is the middle one? I know this one. This one is the middle one. So this will be median. There is no doubt about this. Now if I, instead of 5, if I give x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. So if I have given you some even number of data, now what will be the middle one? Now there are 2 values are there in the middle. Okay, because this one is not, this one is not. So these 2 values are there in the middle. So the median will be the average of them. So what does that mean? That mean is that if your number of data is n, say n is the number of data, now n may be odd. So if n is odd, then the median will be n plus 1 by 2 this position data. N may be even. So when n is even, then median will be n by 2 this position data plus n by 2 plus 1 this position data, their average. Now let us explain with this one. Say in the first case, there are 5 data are there. So n is 5. So n is odd. So what will be the median? Median will be 5 plus 1, 6 by 2. So third position data. Now what is there in the third? x3. So this will be median. When n is even, say in the later case, n is 6. So n is even. So here it should be n by 2. So 6 by 2, that is third position data, and third plus 1, so fourth position data, the average of them. So median will be average of these two. So the basic idea of the median is when some data will be given to you, you have to arrange it in some ascending order, then you have to find the middle one. If it is odd, you are getting a single term. If it is even, you are getting 2 terms. You have to take the average of them. That will be the median. So that is a very simple case. Let us go for one example. So let us go for some example. Say some data are given 17, 19, 21, 16, 13, 18, 24, 22, 20. Say this is given to us and we have to find the median of this one. So before proceeding for this one, first of all you have to understand that we have to arrange it in ascending order. So what is the minimum one? Minimum is, so ascending order, minimum is 13. Then what is the next minimum? 16, then 17, then 18, then 19, then 20, then 21, then 22, then 24. So first of all we have to arrange it in ascending order. Now how many data are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here n equals to 9, which is odd number. So the median will be 9 plus 1 by 2, that is 5th position data. So what is the 5th position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19. So median will be 19. That is the answer. Now you see what is the problem here. So median is giving me the middlemost value. So this will bother with one value or maximum two value. So this will not bother about other values. So other values are not present in the calculation. So by median we can find, okay, so this one is going like this. So we can find the middle point. But throughout the data set, the calculation will not be expanded. So only we will be considering the single point. So this method is useful for some cases but may not be useful for many cases, median, okay, because all the other data are not taken into consideration when we find the median. Anyway, so let us know some other procedure for finding median. Now every time the question may not be so much easy, there may be some tricky question also. So we know that when some data representation will happen, the data representation, there may be some only data will be given, or there may be some data as well as frequency will be given. So now we will be doing two cases. Both the cases are very important. Number one is discrete series. Say, let me give the question so you can understand what is the discrete series. Say, find median from this one. Now look into this one. Now only data are not given. So 5 with frequency 2, 10 with frequency 3, 15 with frequency 4, 20 like that. So that means if I want to write the series, it will be like 5 comma 5 because 5 has frequency 2, then 10, 10, 10, then 15, 15. So it will be very time consuming. So then how to find this median? So there is a process. So let me just give you the process. So first of all, process number 1 or step number 1 is arrange in proper order. Number 2, calculate cumulative frequency. Then after finding this cumulative frequency, we find n plus 1 by 2 element. Okay, then find frequency which is greater than equals to n plus 1 by 2. Then we can find the median. Now let us apply this process step by step here. So here first of all this table we try to write in this form x and f. So x is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And this is 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 5, 2. Now what is cumulative frequency? So this is the first step, that arrange in proper order. So this is the order. And you have to write this in ascending order. It is already been given x in ascending order. If not, you have to write this in ascending order. Now what is cumulative frequency? The first cumulative frequency is 2, then 2 plus 3, 5, then 5 plus 4, 9, then 9 plus 6, then 15 plus 10, then 25 plus 5, then 30 plus 2. So total frequency is 32. So we have done arrange it in proper order. We calculate the cumulative frequency also. The next step is that find n plus 1 by 2. So you have to know what is n. So here n equals to 32. So you understand what is the meaning of n? The n means whatever be the last sum you are getting, that is the total number of frequency. So basically n actually means summation f, the total frequency, that is 32. So what you have to do? You have to calculate n plus 1 by 2, that is 33 by 2, that is 16.5. Now where is 16.5? So 16.5 in this cumulative frequency lies somehow here. Okay? So find a frequency which is greater than equals to 16.5. So what is the next frequency of 16.5? 25. So this. So first of all, after 16.5 you take the next frequency. Here in our calculation it is 25. Then you came back to f, came back to x. Now median will be 25. Now don't be confused, median is not that 25, this 25 is the median. So that is, this 25 is the frequency indicator, that is this is the next frequency, then you came to x. So whatever be the median, median will not be from the frequency, median will be from x. So this 25 will be the median. So whatever step we have taken, first of all we arrange it in proper order, then we calculate the cumulative frequency, which is written by CF. What is the cumulative frequency? You add with the previous step and you go on. Then whatever be the total frequency, here in our case it is 32. So what you have to do? 32 plus 1 by 2, that is 33 by 2, 16.5. So now you mark what is 16.5 and take the next number, that will be the median. Okay. So that is one type of calculation for median. The next one is again a median, but it is in continuous series. So this is in continuous series. So median for discrete series means individual datas are given and frequencies are given. Now continuous means some span or some interval will be given. So let me give the formula first. So the median will be L plus n by 2 minus m divided by f into c. What is L? So n is summation f, that is total frequency. L is lower limit of class, M is CF, that is cumulative frequency of the preceding class. And F is frequency of the class, C is the width or length of interval. So now this is the situation, okay? So median is L plus n by 2 minus m by f into C. So gradually I'll do some problem and then only it will be clear. So first seeing this one, this may look a bit complicated, of course. Now say interval is given and frequency is given. So this is the problem. Say 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. And it is given 7, 18, 34, 50, 35, 26. So this problem has been given, you have to find what is the median. Now look, why it is called continuous series, 0 to 10, then 10 to 20. So there is some span is given and no gap is there, 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So no gap is there. So that's why it is continuous series. In the previous case, it was some gap, some 5, then 10, then 15, like that. So one very interesting example is that if you consider a rail line, railway track, so it looked like this, right? So this is the line and these are the sleepers. So this one is discrete, there is some gap, but this one is continuous. Okay, so that is something you can understand. Now what is the first thing? You have to find CF, cumulative frequency. So this is 7 plus 18, 25, this will be 25 plus 34, 59, 59 plus 50, 109, 109 plus 35, 144, 144 plus 20, 164, 164 plus 6, 170. So your first job will be to make the cumulative frequency. Now let me give to that one. So first of all n. So again this will be n. So n will be 170. So after doing all the summation, whatever you are getting, that is 170. So n basically means summation of this. This is n. Now here n by 2. So n by 2 means, so this will be 85. Okay. Now 85 lies between where? 85 lies between 59 and 109. So now you consider this 109. So this whole line will be your calculation. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to calculate the cumulative frequency, and the final one is treated as n, capital N. So then you have to calculate n by 2. In our case, it has been came as 85. Now 85 lies between 59 and 109. So we consider 109. Now this is the row. Now one by one, L. What is L? Lower limit of the class. Now L means 30. Lower limit of the class. So this is called a class interval. So lower limit 30. M, this is very interesting. Cumulative frequency of the preceding class. So M will be cumulative frequency of the preceding class, that is the previous class. So M will be 59. Okay. F, frequency of the class, f is 50, and c, width of the class, 10. That is 40 minus 30 equals to 10. So what we are doing basically, we have taken all the terms of this column, this row, and the previous term. Now if you just put there, so median will be L plus, that is 30, plus n by 2, that is 85, minus m is 59, divided by f, that is 50, into c, that is 10. So if you just calculate, you get probably 35.2. So what we are doing, we are trying to find the middle value, but before that you have to arrange it in a proper order, that is in ascending order. So basically this is all about median. So what we have discussed, if you carefully you have seen, first we have given you what is the definition of median. We try to explain that what is median. Then we have given you some basic examples of median which you can do it very easily, and if there is odd even cases are there. Now when it comes to series, either it is discrete series or continuous series, then odd even case will not matter. Then for discrete series we are doing the cumulative frequency. For discrete series, cumulative frequency, then the middlemost value, then after that whatever is there, that will be the median. But for continuous series, this formula you have to use, and this formula is very very important. When you will be doing mode, you will be getting the similar kind of formula there also. Okay, so that's all for this class. I want you should take some problem and you please practice this. Now anyone can ask you that what is the problem in median? Yes, of course there is some problem in median, that median will only bother about some particular value, it will not bother about the other values. So I don't know how much it will be effective, but for the course it will be effective. So please study this one, and for any doubt feel free to write to me in the comment section or in the email. Thank you very much.